Hello friends, welcome to the ASP.NET Core tutorial series. In this video we will discuss what are the different type of view we have in ASP.NET Core application. Means like from the action method, when we call a particular view, then how many different type of the overloaded view we have in .NET Core application. So in the previous video we have discussed about the views, and apart from that we have seen like how a controller find a view. So before proceeding with this video, I recommend you please watch part 23 and 24 of this tutorial series. So let's discuss like what are the different type of overloaded view we have in ASP.NET Core application. So first is normal view, like from the action method we pass a normal view. Another is like from a particular action method, if we want to call another view, another action method view, then what we have to do in the view, we have to pass that particular view name. And next is like with a view name we can pass the model, and another is like view with model. So let's go to the Visual Studio, and here we have a get all student action method, and with respect to this we have this is the view. So when we run this application and navigate to the student and then get all student, what we see this get all student, and from here we are passing the normal view, like we are not passing any parameter to this one. But when we see here, four overloaded method we are having. One is the normal, another is the model, like we can pass the model, and next is with the view name, like if I want to call another view, then we can call it from here. And next is like the view name with the model, and next is like only passing the model. Now let's create a one action method here. So what action method I am going to do? So action result and get student by ID. So this is the method I am going to pass, and here I am passing int ID, and from here what first time I am doing, I am returning the normal view. And now let's create the view for same. So add view, once I'll click from the razor view, and here it will ask the view name. So what view name we have to give? We have to give the same view name. So what is the view name we have taken here? So let's take this get student by ID. So once I will do this one, what it will do, it will create a one view inside the student folder, and we can see. So if you navigate, like right click on this and go to view, we will see here. Let's copy this portion of the code here and put it here, so it will save our time. And get this, let's write so we can see the differentiate, like we are calling particular method or not. Let's remove this part of code, and now let's run this application and we will navigate to the get student by ID. So let's run this application, and once we will run this application, what we have to do with the action method, we have to pass a ID as well. So let's copy this also, so we'll not have any mismatch in the name. So this is the URL, this is the like home page. So we have to navigate to the student, and then we have to pass to the get student by ID. So here currently, like this is the student get student by ID. We are going by this because we are not using that ID, that's why it's not giving any error. If you will pass also any one, it will work in the same way, because we are not using this ID or the parameter which we are passing, so it is working well. Now, so at first point of time, what we are doing, we are not passing anything here. Now next what we will do, let's pass the model from this view. And what model I am going to pass? I am going to pass this student model, and let's call this method from here. And what ID I am going to pass? Whatever I am going to give in this. So this is the ID, let's pass it, and this model I am going to pass here. So when we will call this particular action method from here, we will pass the ID, and that ID will get the data from the data source which we created in the previous video, and you can see it here. So we are created like get student by ID, and here this is the local data source we have created here. Now this model So we got the data by ID, and then whatever the data is there, we are passing in this view. Now we have to read this data inside the view. So for reading the data inside the view, first what we have to do, we have to use ASP netcode basic dot models dot student model. And here for using this data, what we have to do, let's take, and here I'm going to take one S3 tag, and inside this one what I'm going to do, name @model dot name. Similar to this one, I'm going to take another property which I am having in the student class. So here I'm going to take as a ID, so we will get to know like which ID we are passing. Name is fine, and then we are having the stream, and then we are having the gender. So let's take here as a stream, and here let's take the gender. So these from here what I'm doing, I'm passing that particular model and I'm reading the data here. Now let's run this application, and once we'll run this application and navigate to that particular view, we have to pass that particular ID, and then we will see the data. So get student by ID 1. So we are getting the data of 1. When we will pass the 2, we will get related to the 2 data, and in the gender, like in the data source, we have created in that way. Like for all the gender we are passing 1, that's why we are looking at it here. Now if I will pass here 10, we will see the same data. So this is the way of passing a model, or we can say the data in the view. Like this is the way of doing it. Now next is like from this one action method, if we will call another action method, or from one view if we will call another view. So how it is possible? Like for an example, let's comment this line, and now from here what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this view. So let's close this one first, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do return view, and I'm passing this view name. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just write this. Now here if you will see here, so what we are doing is actually we are passing that particular view name. So now if I will run this application and navigate to this action method, and then it will call us the get all student by ID. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this get student by 1, and what we are getting, get all student action method. So this is the way of calling a particular view from another action method or another view. Now from this, if I want to pass another view, like from this action method, what we are doing, we are calling this view. Now with this view, if we want pass the model, what we can do, we can pass this particular model from here. Now what we have to do, this part of code, like this part of code, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put inside here. So first let's close this one, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it here, and then we have to add this model as well. So let's copy it, and let's go here and put it here. So now run this application. So generally currently what we are doing, we are passing that get all student view with the model. So let's open it and call this view. What it will do, it will navigate to this particular view. So now from here, let's navigate to the get student by ID 1, and where we are going, we are going to the get all student action method. So this is the way of calling a different type of the view overloaded which we have in .NET Core. The way of calling is this. Like if we are passing a model, then simply what we have to do, we have to call that particular view with the model. If we are calling another view, then give that particular view name. And if you want to pass another view with the model, this is the way of doing it. So these all are the method. Now another thing, like for an example, let's get rid of this one, and instead of passing view like this, what we have the view bag and the view data. So view bag we are having and we are having the view data. So we will like so this is the view bag and another is the view data. So we have the view data. So all this topic we will cover in the next video. So in this video, what we have done, we have basically created a view by get student by ID, and then we are passing that ID in that view, and then we are calling that particular model, or we can see the data source, and by ID we are getting the data, and the data we are passing in the model. So let's take this in this way, and we are passing that model into the view, and that same data we are looking into the view side. And how we are doing, first we have to initiate that particular model which we are getting the data, and with this model whatever the data is there, we are getting it in this way. So these all are the type of the view we are having in ASP.NET Core application. So if you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.